Anything like this?
Have you done any patient feedback analysis?
No, because it is so time demanding. I think in the UK we have something called the Friends and Family Test, which the score is always 95%. So how can you get better than that? It's a really very useless test. If I had the time and the resource, I'd go into patients' understanding of their diagnosis, their prognosis in terms of how seriously ill they thought they were, their understanding of the plans, particularly for discharge, changes in medication, and their confidence in the team would be the thing. So you need a researcher or a very good volunteer to be able to go around and evaluate that sort of information.
Do you have patient partners or patient advocates in the Brighton Trust? Because we do in Leicester, and that's what we use. We use the patient partners / patient advisors, I think they used to be.
The patient, have people from the PALS team, and we have people who go around, but we haven't really been able to get people to compare either before or after with our patients, or compare our approach with another team's approach.
So there's certain techniques called teach back, and when you explain it to them, and then you allow them to let them talk to you. So those techniques, those can be good parameters of understanding how much have they understood of what we've told them.
Yes, but we commonly do a ward round of 27 patients that takes over 4 hours. So if you add in teach back,
more time.
then we still wouldn't be finished till the middle of the afternoon.
So I did see that a part of the rounds was pre-rounds was before you come to the patient's room.
Yeah, we'd usually spend about half an hour each morning before we go to the patient's room, talking through the cases, looking at incoming blood test results, the new arrivals on the wards, reading through their notes before we got to the bedside, so we can say to the patient,
so you're able
the
to
emergency room thinks you've got pneumonia with maybe an underlying lung cancer, is that what you understood? And they said, oh no, they told me downstairs I've got a chest infection.
Yeah. Have you explored?
Sorry, is the pre-round on your rounds that you've been doing, or is that something generic that's going on across all the wards?
No, I think it varies from team to team. Some people will just come in, pick up the notes and go to the bedside and end up looking confused and gormless. And other people will do at least a bit of pre-round briefing.
So just to go on that idea, when you are very haphazard, you just go to the patient's bedside and then go back to look at the labs or the chest X-ray or whatever it is. It takes more time, you waste more time.
Yes.
Have you seen that when you do the pre-rounds before the patient or before you come to the patient's room, does that save time?
I've never actually measured it, but I'm absolutely sure it does. But you need to have a computer to do that, or a very good documentation system, so that when you get to the bedside, you're remembering the right X-ray, the right set of blood test results, the right person.
Yeah. You said the nursing engagement or presence has dropped. Have you explored that further? Because communication is quite vital in patients.
To me, it's just obvious that the nurses are working their socks off all the time, just doing the very basic patient care. Have they got the patient out of bed? Have they been washed? Have they been put on the toilet? Have they had their observations done? Have they had their medications done? They're just constantly busy with that. And you can't say to a nurse, come away from a patient who's lying in the bed in diarrhea and come on my ward room.
No, but it's worth exploring, isn't it? Because when things go wrong, more often than not, the fundamental failure is there wasn't a clear understanding or communication of the treatment plan. So actually, for that to drop down to as low as 1 in 10 ward rounds, that's...
Well, what we've found now is that the nurses are using the same electronic handover system as us. So when we do the ward round, they say this person came in with left lower lobe pneumonia and we're worried they've got lung cancer. So at least we've got the same model for the ward round. That must be the 5 minutes.